I get it. Here's the thing. I understand why people get concerned. I don't necessarily it's for me. I wouldn't get concerned because I'm used to it. I understand.
Everybody else should be used to it. This has been 2 years.
I know, but I get why people get concerned.
Yeah.
The issue is I feel like it would be worse. If you were the kind of person that's I'm gonna push this as far as I can go, and you're I'm gonna stand right off of school property.
My in-law, my Kendra's stepdad, he wants me to start actually auditing. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. I have a YouTube now though. But that's just posting my walk so people could get the fuck over it and see what I actually do.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you that, between you and me, and you didn't hear this from me, I would, if you go anywhere near the college or any of the schools, make damn sure you're on public property.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
So,
the only reason I say that is because I'm telling you, dude, it's I've had conversations with people. I'm like, dude, why is everybody so fucking butthurt about it? Yeah, it's annoying that we get so many calls. Yeah, dispatch hates it because they get so many calls, but fuck it, it
dispatch
happens.
should just tell people that I'm not
that's
doing
what they
anything.
started doing.
Yeah, I heard.
It's they're from what I hear, dude, it's they're trying to come after you. That's fucking stupid.
That's okay.
So I just want you to know that, so that way you don't, because if they're trying to catch you just slip up once,
so
type thing.
I'm gonna explain the only time I'm over. So it's I think the college parking lot, but I'm following the public trail that runs through it.
Yeah.
So because there's the Franklin Greenway Trail.
Yeah.
It runs.
So right in that parking lot.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So I try to stay as far over as I can.
Stay on the path.
Yeah.
Because here's the other thing you can do. You can always go to Beacons, Johnson County. It's a website, beacons.com, and you can push. You can pull up the map and click on a spot, and it'll tell you who owns the specific property right there. That way, if you ever do want to plan a walk or something, and you're I'm gonna go near it, but not on there.
Yeah.
That way you can tell, because the thing with that is, yes, that's the Greenway Trail. But let's say, I don't know the answer to this. I can look it up real quick. But let's say hypothetically that the college technically owns
the city of Franklin owns it.
Right. So
I've already looked that up.
Let's see here. I'm kind of curious too.
I've been walking that for a while now because we were living out at the park, Morgan Park. We were living in the woods out there, so I had to walk through there every day.
Technically, that parcel of land, that little strip right there that runs through, even the trail, technically that's college property. See where it goes in through here? The property line comes past the trail. So this is the trail right here. Technically that's college property, so stay off of that. City of Franklin owns the road and the sidewalk on this side.
So is that when you come through those weird ass gates, the right side is city owned?
You mean over, so this is where you're coming up past Province. Here's the entrance to Province Park. Here's the tracks. You come across the tracks, and the trail is right here that goes through this parking lot.
Yeah. That
whole area, so that portion of the trail is technically on college property.
Okay.
This parking lot also owned by the college. The street here, that's city. The street here, this is city. Let's go back on the other side. So that's city too, because all public streets are city.
Yeah.
All these parking lots, I'm guessing, are Franklin College. Even back here, this park back here, that's all Franklin College, I believe.
What park?
The park that has all the big track back here.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Yeah. So that's all college property. So as long as you're staying on the sidewalk or as long as you're on the sidewalks or the streets or whatever, you should be good.
Okay.
Once you start, but that parking lot, that's the thing. Like, I see what you're saying because it's part of the Greenway Trail.
The Greenway Trail is publicly funded. It makes it public property.
Correct. However, if they're trying to catch you up on something and they see you there and they know that it's technically school property, that may be their, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it may not, I don't think their goal is necessarily to get you thrown in jail, potentially. But
so what's the prosecutor's plan then?
If their goal is at least to, I think they want, if you want me to, my opinion, I think they're trying to bully you into stop doing it.
Yeah, I know.
So if that's their plan and they can catch you up on a technicality, even though they know it probably won't stick, still it keeps you out of jail if you don't go on that portion, right? But yeah, everything else, and then
the little bridge that goes right by the college, that's public, right? Because that's where they were having an issue with me being yesterday.
Where's that bridge at?
So it's on Jefferson.
Okay.
And then it's pretty close to the college entrance. It's like right there.
That's Monroe.
Yeah, that little bridge right there.
Right here?
Yep.
That's the state of Indiana.
Okie dokie.
Oh, because this little area right here?
Mm-hmm. Because I had to stop yesterday because I have a fat-ass hole in the back of my foot because of these boots.
Yeah.
And I stopped there yesterday because a duck was stuck and I was just watching him. Because there's a little, like, waterfall thing, and he got stuck up under it, so I was making sure his ass wasn't going to die. But I was sitting there watching it, and apparently that's when they started having issues.
This little portion here is the state of Indiana.
Okay. So, like, even under the bridge? Like...
I'm guessing.
Okay.
From what that looks like. But let's look over at the other school, because I know sometimes you're over by the middle school area, too.
Where's the middle school at?
The middle school is that one that is over by Northwood Elementary, right off of 31. There's those two school buildings right there.
Okay.
The middle school is the one on the south building. So
I went to the middle school, but I was expelled both years.
Yeah.
So, and then disappeared after that. So I don't really know much about the schools.
I'm just wondering what this Clark Street is. So I'm guessing Clark Street is public. That's the school corporation, that field. Multi-school building corporation. So Clark Street, which is that street that goes up to the backside of Northwood, as long as you don't go past here, you should be good, because it looks like this little Emma Street right here.
I don't even want to be by the schools. It makes me just as uncomfortable as it makes them. So I'm not out here to fucking cause issues. I'm out here to walk.
Man, I get it. But like this here, that's school property there. So like any school building or any school thing, like if there's a parking lot, I would just stay away from that stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think so. Just that little section of the Greenway Trail, you'd be better off if you're cutting through going on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
If you just go up to Brannigan Boulevard and down, because Brannigan Boulevard is city, so just stay on the street there.
Okay. See, I try to avoid going there because that's what feels sketchy to me, is right there, right by the college.
Yeah,
that's why I cut through the parking lot, because it's the farthest away. It makes it, like, I'll straight up cut through the parking lot, go through Province just to go to the library.
Or just, if you want to cut over at Bojack's.
Yeah.
because that it's still right there, but that way you don't even get even close to cutting through right there, then you shouldn't have an issue. But yeah, I think it's fucking ridiculous, man. It's one of those things that people are gonna fucking bitch about it, and
Yeah. They've been bitching since day one.
yeah.
So, like, everybody now wants to say that, like, if I was just carrying my pistol, it wouldn't be a problem. It was a problem when I was just carrying my pistol.
Yeah.
So,
We didn't get as many calls about it. That's it. That's the thing. Like, if you look at it objectively, even you can admit, I'd understand why people might be concerned at first.
Yeah.
Upon first glance, most of the people that have shot up schools in the past have come in rocking shit like that.
but
however,
concealing it in a backpack.
right? Or I mean, there's been some that have even just like fucking pulled in the parking lot, walked
Yeah.
up. But that's the thing. Like, if you're just walking like by Walmart or whatever,
I go in Walmart.
yeah, like if you're just chilling, whatever, like I don't see. Like, I could understand why people would be like, hey, maybe the cops should check on it, but like, we know they don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, everywhere I go, I have a fucking gun on my hip and nobody calls, but it's because I got a fucking patch that says police on it, right? It's like,
Yeah. But I can't do that.
right? No, that would be bad.
That's why I threw these
This-
patches on.
This bitch I just talked to, dude, she was like fucking crying and shit. She's like, hey, I work here, and he walks by, and they don't. The old people in my facility, they wouldn't understand what an active shooter is, and
Where's
I don't
that
see how
from?
he
Is
could
that
do
over there?
this. Yeah.
I'm not even over there. I cut through this
No,
parking
she's
lot.
upset because you walked by here by Otterbein, which is that facility over
Yeah,
there.
I don't walk over there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She's just like, I shouldn't have to be afraid coming into work. I'm like, oh my
Who was it?
I don't fucking know. It's like some
Old
chick
people
from
like it.
Columbus.
Kids like it. The only people that have an issue are like 30 years old.
Yeah, or like the fucking blue-haired leftist teenagers.
Yeah. There was some chick that commented one time on like one of the posts talking shit, and then a bunch of people started talking shit back to her, and she's like, I'm just a teen. Why are you talking to me
Yeah, I
like
saw
this?
that.
She's
I was
fucking
like-
18. Shut up, bitch. If you don't know like what you're doing, shut up and pay attention. Yeah, I don't care. I don't
No.
care. I've been an adult since I was 12.
Somebody, one of the guys was like, yeah, I saw him a while back and he didn't have a magazine in the rifle, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then the other day I saw him, it was loaded up. and
It's
I was
always
like-
loaded.
I was like, bro, why would you carry a gun that's not fucking loaded?
Yeah.
you dumbass?
It's always loaded. Since day one, it was loaded. The fuck? And once I got my upper, because I bought the gray mag with my lower, and then once I got my upper, I got the fucking black mag. So, no, it's always loaded. All my shit's always loaded.
It's,
But I've been training my reloads for it. I'm fast as fuck now. My wife gets mad at me because I'll be sitting there and she'll be trying to fucking sleep. And I try to be quiet about it, but this shit just
nah, you can't
don't
be
shut the
quiet
fuck
with
up.
this shit.
Like, I'll even unload it so that way it's not as much tension and it's not like as loud of a click. It's still fucking loud as shit.
Yeah. No, I get you, man. Have you seen those things that I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like a fucking dry fire system. You put
Yeah.
in that resets the trigger.
Yeah,
It's fucking
they're
cool.
expensive as shit.
They
though.
are expensive as shit, but it's cool. It'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Fucking, I thought about getting one of those for my pistol because my pistol can take Glock fucking barrels. So
Yeah.
I was just gonna get a Glock dry fire, but it was $300.
I told one of the guys the other day, I was like, what are you so worried about Malachi for? It's like, if you train enough, you shouldn't be worried even if he does decide to
Yeah.
get squirrely one day.
Yeah.
'Cause you should beat him, right? I was like, I'll tell you one thing, I guarantee you he's training more than you are.
Absolutely, I train every day.
I feel confident enough with my draw. If I had to, I
Yeah.
feel like I could beat someone pretty good, but you never know. You never
Yeah,
know.
everybody's like, you're gonna be a target. That's not how that works. If there's a gun around, most people that are bad with guns aren't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. Concealed carry doesn't really stop shit. If nobody knows you have a gun, there's still going to be an issue.
See, the only reason I like concealed carry is because, for me personally, I want people to look at, like, try something.
Yeah.
Like, like, I'm already a big guy.
Yeah.
So let's say, like,
I'm a tiny guy.
You have that hypothetical situation of, like, somebody comes into a bank and you're in there getting shit out of your account or whatever, and they're like, I'm gonna rob this place. I don't want that. Like, if their intention is, I'm gonna fucking go in here and rob this place and I'm gonna kill anybody who tries to stop me, like, if that's their intention, it doesn't fucking matter if you've got a gun on your hip or not.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking shoot.
Yeah.
So in my thought process, I'm like, I want them to look at me and be like, oh, here's just this big guy. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I'll get out of your way, you do you. And then as soon as bam,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like that. Like, plus everybody knows I have a gun all on me all the time anyway, because I'm like, when I'm working.
Mm.
So it's nice just not having like those looks or whatever.
Yeah.
It's nice being like just looking like every other dad at the grocery store.
See, eventually this will stop. But right now, I'm training. I'm getting comfortable. I'm getting used to the weight because this shit's heavy as fuck. So
Do you have steel plates?
I don't have plates
You don't
right
have
now.
plates at all?
I have to get. So I'm going to LAPG. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
wearing their pants right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going there and getting some fucking plates, but they're 119 each.
Yeah.
So, but it'll be ceramics.
Right now, I've got steel plates in my carrier. Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
dude, they're fucking
Yeah.
heavy. I put that whole fucking vest on, it's like 40 pounds.
See, this is only like as it is right now. It's only like 17 pounds.
I've shown you the ICW plate I have in my trunk, right? That's like a half a pound.
No.
Here, let's show you real quick. So it slides in my vest right here, and
Is that
it,
a tablet?
no? That's a body camera. It's just a
Oh,
phone.
okay, okay.
So it slides into my vest, and the ICW is in conjunction with. So the plate with the soft armor I wear makes it stop. Like, it'll stop like AR.
So it
ball
does it make it
and, like,
level 4?
7.62. No, it's not level 4. It's enough that if I had to go into an active shooter thing, that it would take a round of from your rifle if I needed it to. Whereas the soft armor would punch right through it.
So by itself, what's this rated? Is
By
it,
itself, I don't know. It'll probably stop pistol rounds, but it needs the soft armor behind it,
or it's gonna deform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna deform too much, and it'll probably puncture. So
Yeah.
what it kind of just adds that extra stability. But it'll stop 5.56, which is a standard
Yeah.
ammo, and then 7.62 by 39.
Okay.
So now is it multi-hit rated where it's gonna take 5 rounds?
Probably
not. But if I'm taking 5 rounds to the fucking vest, I fucked up something.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But how much do you think that thing cost?
Probably a lot. I don't know. 50. I'll go 50. That's not that much.
$50?
Yeah.
$998.
Fuck that. That's
I didn't buy it. My
bullshit.
father-in-law bought it for me for my birthday.
That's bullshit.
Dude, I'm
See,
telling
like
you.
Hesco plates, I understand charging a little bit more for Hescos, but a Defender little shit plate, no.
Well, it seems like a little shit plate, but the nice part about it is it's so fucking lightweight.
Yeah, yeah.
So I used to wear it all the time, but it makes my vest super rigid and stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more uncomfortable sitting in the car. And so I took it out and I was like, if I'm going into a situation and it ends up being an active shooter situation, well, shit, I didn't put my plate in. But if I get going to a call where I know, hey, I'm going into a fucking
Yeah.
active shooter,
Throw that
I'm
bitch
gonna
in.
have enough time to
Yeah.
unzip this, throw it in. Because a lot of guys, what they would do is they'll have like separate plate carriers. But
Yeah.
the problem with that is
You got that takes more time to switch out your plate
switch
carriers.
out that, and then guess what? Now, am I gonna buy another taser holster so I can move my taser over? What about my radio? I gotta move
Yeah.
my radio over. What about my handcuffs? All this other shit that I carry on this vest, I either have to duplicate it on there, or I have to have a way to switch it over. Which now, with the way my radio is, I got this quick disconnect, so it plugs into my push to talk and my earpiece. So I could just, if I wanted to spend the money
Yeah.
and get another setup, I could just make another vest, quick disconnect this, throw the other vest on, slide it in, and go.
Yeah.
But do I want to spend the fucking money on that? There's
Yeah.
other things I'd rather buy with my clothing
Yeah.
allowance and shit like that. But yeah, no, there's a company, I cannot remember the name of it. But it's like one of those, it's not like a big like LAPG company or something. It's like this dude makes fucking body armor out of this little shop with
Yeah.
like 5 dudes, and like that's his entire company, but he provides like armor to like the US military and
Fuck
defense
yeah.
contracts and shit. And their plates are like $1,500. But like their level 4 plates are like $1.50 each.
The fuck? See, I've thought about making my own plates because it's just ceramic tiles with whatever backing you want, and then fucking tape. But
the problem with that is, how good did you make it? You know, that's the issue you run into.
See, I would be out testing them. It wouldn't just be like,
Yeah.
I'm not like all of this shit. I've already tested. I've already trained with. I know that it'll go. So, like, I make the decision to go out and get comfortable with it before actually putting my life on it. Like, my fucking red dot doesn't work, so I'm carrying my pistol.
What you might be able to do, do you have, like, any armor in there right now? Like, even soft armor or anything?
I have books.
What you might be able to do, there's different, like, police discounters. Like, I know Stephen Jenkins up on the east side of Indy. It's off of, like, Shaylin and 21st or whatever. They have old, like, retired Kevlar vests from, like, different police agencies and shit. And you can find them on eBay and everything, too. And you can either, A, cut them to fit, or you can even find, like, plate style inserts of soft armor, usually really cheap. And if they're expired, you get them even cheaper because, they're expired.
Yeah.
But they don't really fucking expire.
It's not food.
Like, unless it's like one of those where it's 20 years old and the outer layer is peeled off and it's gotten soaked and it's like, you know, the fibers are peeling apart. It's still probably going to do the job, right? Like, we change out vest inserts every 5 years because that's what the warranty covers.
What do your guys' inserts look like? Like, is it just that shape?
No, our insert is this giant panel. It's like, it goes down like this. It has the neck part here, comes around, goes all the way down to the side, cuts down.
Oh, so it's like those old boxing fucking covers. Okay.
It's kind of like that, and it's front and back. So, and they give us the option, we can choose 2A or 3A, which I choose 3A.
What's 2A do?
So 2A stops certain pistol rounds, but this will stop like 44 mag. It'll stop.
See, I know
like shotgun rounds.
I've never heard of 2A. I've always heard of 3A and 3 plus.
Yeah.
But
so the 2A, it just stops a little less. It's like, if you get like the big handguns or like something with a little more kick to it, it's probably not going to stop it.
Yeah.
But they're way lighter because they don't have to put as much reinforcement in it. But for me, I'm like, dude, I'm already gonna have to wear it every day. It's already gonna be heavy as fuck. Like, might as well just
get the extra
little extra protection, just so I know, like, just a little extra peace of mind.
Do they make 4s?
No, so they don't make 4s in this. Now they make 3A pluses. There's some companies that do that, and the only thing with the plus is some companies advertise, it'll stop this thing extra. Most of the 3A pluses they're also stab resistant. Yeah. So like these, they're not stab proof. So like if you came at me with a knife, you could probably puncture through it, depending on how. I mean, you'd have to have some force behind it because you got all the extra stuff with it. But it would technically probably get some penetration. Whereas like the 3A pluses or whatever, some of those companies, they're making them to where they have the stab protection too. But then when you get into like the rifle plates, that's when you get into the level 3, the level 3 plus, and the level 4s. Yeah. But there's a company, Safe Line Defense. They make like flexible plates, and they make 3A armors. They're Hyperline stuff, and it's super light. It's like half the weight of these inserts, but it's still 3A. Hell yeah. But they're real stiff, so you got to break them in. Yeah. But they're expensive. They're like $1,700 for a full set, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Because I could go pay $119 for a level 4, or I can get a combo for $200 and have 2 level 4s. So that's the thing with it. It's the thing with police gear or guns, anything like that. People are gonna charge what they know they can get. Yeah. And when especially for police gear, like when your whole business is geared towards police, law enforcement, military. Yeah, they're gonna charge. They're gonna charge more. Yeah. Just like military contractors. It cost me $100 to make this, and I could sell it for $200 and still do really well. Yeah. But I'm gonna sell it for $1,000 because I know you need it. Yeah. And without it, you can't do your job, and everybody else is charging that. And so I could come in and undercut them by $100 and still make a damn good profit and make everybody come to me. It's like that's the shitty part about it. Like,
See, that's why I like LAPG, because they're just...
dude, I fucking love their pants.
Yeah?
They're comfortable as shit. They're like, these are like $35 a pair.
Oh, fuck yeah. Because I've been looking...
And they come in every different color.
Yeah.
I've worn their stuff for a while. Now, I will say their sizes are a little tight.
Okay.
But
I'm fucking, like, I don't know. Like,
this is a 36, 34.
Yeah.
And they're a little tight on me. I probably could have gone with a 38.
I wear a 28-30. So.
But they're like the stretchy material too, so they got a little bit of stretch to them. And
durable though?
The durability, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Like, if you're out trekking through the woods doing shit, are they gonna last for 2 years? No, probably not. With these as uniform pants, I'd probably change them out every year because I get money to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not? Because they start to fade and stuff, and it makes your uniform look bad and stuff like that. But if you just have them to use, I've had a pair that I've used at work for probably 2 years and no issues with it. I mean, they're not the most durable tack pants in the world, but for $35, it's like the difference between getting a pair of $100 jeans or going to Walmart and getting some Wranglers for $20.
Yeah.
The Wranglers, are they going to last you a couple years? Yeah. Are they going to be the most tough pair of jeans you've ever had? No, they're not. But they do what you need them to do. They're not very insulated. They're very thin. So like in the summer
Well, I think most tactical pants are thin because most of them are made for layering.
Some of them are thick.
Well, yeah, some of them have like the wool or the fleece inside.
Yeah, well, I got a pair. They got me a pair of First Tactical, which makes really good gear, really good clothing. They have their tack pants are great, but they're kind of like thick. So like in the summertime, I really want to wear them. But if you're like doing search and rescue shit, those pants would fucking last you forever. Like they're not gonna get snagged and ripped. Like they're nice.
Fuck yeah.
But they're expensive because they can charge it. But like for what I do, sitting in a car most days or having to maybe chase after somebody and everything, I don't want something that's super heavy.
Yeah.
Like maybe
you want to be
maneuverable,
maneuverable.
but yeah, I want it to feel like I'm wearing sweatpants almost.
So I've got jeans, sweatpants, and then I've got like fleece leggings.
Yeah, that's what I normally in the winter like. I didn't today because I know it's supposed to get a little warmer and the sun's out, so
it's supposed to be like 35 at most.
But like when it got really cold there, I'm rocking like a long sleeve compression shirt right now, but I have some that are fleece lined, and I've got those like fleece lined leggings and things, and that's what I'll wear under my uniform because I hate coats because coats get in the way.
Yeah.
And everything.
See, I don't wear coats. Like this is just a windbreaker. Like if I didn't have this, I'd be fucking cold as shit.
Yeah.
Because I've got this, a hoodie, and then I've got long john shirt.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, no, that's kind of what my experience with these. I like them. Like if for your purpose, if you want like some tag pants just to kind of like train in that you don't care if you get dirty or whatever, LAPG's pants. I think they're called the BFEs.
Okay.
And they're like $35 on like you can find them on clearance all the time.
Fuck yeah.
But,
yeah, I see them doing sales all the time.
Yeah, they're always doing sales.
I wish this disability would fucking come through.
Yeah.
Because I've been waiting like 5 months now.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I like about these because they're $34.
Yeah.
And I can buy a pair, and then if they get dirty or they fade, like they're kind of like that spandex type material sometimes.
The polyester.
So like if you dry them too hot, you'll start to get like the shiny portions.
Yeah.
It happens. For me, I don't really care that much unless I was like, they get real bad, then it looks trashy, so I'll buy a new pair and just throw these away or whatever.
Yeah.
Or give them away or whatever. But yeah, like for work pants, they're great because I don't really care if they get dirty or messed up. I'll just buy another pair. But they're also just they're cheap.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I spent enough money on gear. Like they used to technically these pants are out of our SOPs of what we're allowed to wear.
What are you like?
Technically, we're supposed to buy blower. However,
shit's expensive.
For one pair of tack pants, I bought 3 pairs the other day, and when I first my first clothing allowance check, $240 for 3 pairs of tack pants.
Fuck that.
I bought 4 of these for $100, like 120 or something like that.
Is Bauer just more durable? Is that what they're...
No, it's just because they can charge it. Like, that's what our shirts are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of these shirts is $75, $80 for one shirt, which is, it's basically just
It's a collared shirt with patches.
it's a combat shirt. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
got like that mesh material
okay,
from here
okay.
down, and that's it. But it doesn't have any of the, it's basically a baseline combat shirt with without all the extra shit on it.
See, I want to get like a combat uniform, but I don't want people saying that I'm trying to be military, but they already are.
Yeah, so my suggestion, I would stay away from the military attire along with it, just so you don't, because the problem with that is, like
Stolen
you said,
valor.
you get somebody that comes up and they start causing an issue about stolen valor or anything, and then it turns into an altercation, and now we're getting called about an altercation, and the guy has a gun and everything. You see how, I mean, obviously I know, like, if I roll up and I see you, I'm like, okay, it's
Somebody
Malachi,
done
like,
started some shit.
you know, but
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's just extra drama that you don't need.
Yeah.
Whereas right now, you know, you just look like a dude that's just
Yeah.
running around doing his thing.
People are already
Now, if
trying
you want that gear to, like, you know, train in and do shit, Condor makes really good
Yeah,
stuff too. I have a Condor combat shirt, and it's pretty nice. Now, is it the most durable? Again, no. But do I want to go buy a Cry shirt that's $450?
Fuck no.
no.
I was looking at Cry the other day because
Dude, that's ridiculous.
I've been hearing about it, but like everybody's like it's expensive, and I'm like I'm not gonna get it. And then I was like maybe I'll get it. Fuck no.
No, dude.
Fuck
I'm telling
no.
you, like, that's a prime example of a company that charges a ridiculous price because they can charge
Yeah.
a ridiculous price. It's kind of like Daniel Defense. Like,
Dude.
everybody loves Daniel Defense rifles. Why? I don't know. They're nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice rifles. I'll give them that. I think they look pretty cool. They're
So
pretty
mine's
decent.
like one of the
But-
cheapest fucking rifles you can get. It's not the one that's made out of all fucking plastic though,
Yeah.
but like it's reliable. It'll shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking, if you want a good AR, get you a cheap one and then just replace the parts. So like, I'll replace my bolt carrier group, and I'll replace my trigger, and then eventually I'll replace my barrel, and then it'll be fine.
If you ever want, like, good AR parts or whatever, Aero Precision.
That's where I go.
Dude, they're fucking, I love their shit.
Yeah.
And they're pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And they're really good for...
Well, they're for
How
the
they-
civilian market.
Yeah.
They're not really labeled to be.
That's the thing. Like, I tell people all the time, because I got a buddy, he's like, he called me the other day, he's like, what kind of AR should I buy? Like, what do I want to, like, I want to do this with it and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, well, you have a couple options. It's like, first off, what's your budget?
Yeah, that's where it
Because-
matters.
Because if you don't set a budget, I can spend 40 grand on a gun
Yeah.
for you, or I can spend $500 on a gun for you. But your
That's how
budget
much mine was.
is-
Mine was just 500.
Yeah, I was like, the budget is the most important thing. And so he said, it's about around $1,500. I was like, okay, $1,500
Shit.
bucks. I was
Yeah.
like, nice. Now, here's my question. Is that $1,500 for just the rifle?
Or
is
is
that $1,500
accessories
for
and ammo?
everything? Accessories, ammo,
Yeah.
bags, all that. He goes, just the rifle. I was like, okay.
I'm getting a Surefire soon.
Yeah.
The flashlight,
Yeah.
and then
Dude.
the tape switch.
Don't get a fucking Surefire. Get a Streamlight. They're so much cheaper. And they work
that's
just
what
as
it is.
well.
That's what it is. Not a
They're
Surefire.
like $120, $150 on Amazon. I love those.
Hell yeah.
They're on all my rifles. I've got one on my fucking. I think it's a Spitfire is what it's called.
Okay.
It fucking sucks.
Does it?
Dude, I fucking hate that thing.
I see the Strike Fire, the Striker Fire or some
Yeah.
shit. That's what I'm thinking about getting
Oh, no,
because
that's a Spark. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's the Vortex Spark. So the reason I hate that one, it's like $150.
yeah.
It doesn't have the auto shake awake.
Yeah,
technology.
see, I want that, but like, so with this one doesn't either. So I would just leave it on all the time and just adjust the brightness throughout the
Yeah.
day. But I think that I put my scope cap on here instead of the regular one, so now it's just fucking stuck,
So
and I
if
can't
you
replace
want-
my battery.
If you want a solid, like, red dot,
I'm eventually going to an LPE VO and then getting a.
So with the LPVOs, the Strike Eagle from Vortex is good. There's a couple other really decent ones. Primary Arms has some that are pretty decent. But if you want like a red dot, Hollison's the way to go.
Okay.
So that's what I have on my other one. You can get different levels. Like the one I have is their most expensive one. It was like $500. But you can get one for about like 150 up to like 250. And the cool thing about them is it already comes with a riser, so it has the riser with it. They have them to where it's got the shake awake technology. Battery life's like 50,000 hours, and depending on which one you get, if you get the one that's solar powered.
See, in the beginning I thought all Holosuns were.
No, not all of them.
Yeah, I saw that now.
But if you get the one that is solar powered, they have a cool function on it where it senses the light input.
And then adjusts?
If you go into a dark room, it automatically bumps down the brightness on your gun. And then if you go back out into the sunlight, boom, it makes it real bright.
That's
now,
awesome.
It only adjusts it like 2 or 3 levels either way.
Yeah.
So it's not going to like automatically go to the brightest setting down to the lowest setting. But if you find like something that's like a comfortable, like inside your house lit, like during the daytime, and then you go outside, it'll make it bright enough you can see it outside. And then if you go into a dark room, it's just barely, like it's like 1 or 2 settings above what I would prefer in like a really dark room, just because you want as
little of a dot, so that way it's not fucking. Ooh.
They're taking a picture. But yeah, so the Holosun's really good. Vortex is good because they have a good warranty. They've got a lifetime warranty on all their shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the spark for what I do. If it was on like one of my regular guns or like my personal guns, it wouldn't be a bad optic. It's just I feel there's better ones.
So what are you wanting the red dot to do?
So ideally what I would probably have the one, if I could choose one, I'd either probably go with one of the Aimpoint like T2s or T1s, or I'd go with one of the Holosuns that's similar to the one I have on my personal rifle, because what I would like, yes, I know the shake awake, well, as soon as you hit a bump in the car, it's going to be awake.
Yeah.
I want that thing to be
ready
and ready. I don't want to have to grab my gun, remember to push the button to turn it on.
Yeah. Oh, you got to see mine.
I have to push the button to turn it on.
Mine's just the fucking.
And so if I came in the morning, it only stays on for 8 hours, and you can't change that setting. So if I come in the morning and make sure my red dot's on, well, if I get a call 9 hours into my shift, now all of a sudden my red dot's not on. It's just an extra step. I want to know that, like, hey, I can grab this thing at any point and it's going to be ready to go. I just got to change the battery every 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
You know?
See, this lasted so I kept it on 11 because most of the time I was out with it, it was during the day, and I'm blind as shit.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't had my glasses for like a year, so I was fucking keeping it on 11.
I'm just going to make sure I don't miss any messages. All right, we're good. But yeah, no, that's the only issue with it. Like, I just want a little more features with it, I guess. I just want, and the glass on it's not great. I honestly hate that rifle because the carry handle gets in the way of the fucking optic. Like, it's just, there's such better setups that you can get nowadays.
I don't like carry handles.
I don't either. The only reason those have carry handles is because they're 20 years old and they haven't updated.
Can you take it off, or is it the one that's built in?
No, it's built into the upper. And I asked him, I was like, well, since the lower's the firearm part, and that's what's issued to us from
just fucking saw it off.
I was like, can I just, like, buy my own upper?
Who's this?
Can I buy my own upper and put it on the gun, and if it gets seized, I'm out of that money or whatever? Like, I don't care. Like, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, not at this current time, the way our SOPs are in. I'm like, that's so dumb.
So change the SOPs.
Like that's the thing. Like, I don't care about the lower, because the lower itself, most lowers are going to pretty much do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, you do have better and worse lowers.
So I don't think it's the lower itself that's the issue. I think it's the parts that are in it. Because I've seen people, like, buy like $34 fucking lowers just by itself, like the strip lower, and then just put good ass parts in it, and it'll run like a good ass rifle.
I agree too. And the thing that's going to affect your gun the most is going to be the uppers.
Yeah.
That's going to affect your accuracy. The barrel's going to affect your accuracy. You know, the gas system's going to be what runs the gun better or worse, you know?
See, eventually I want to go suppressed. So, like, I'm going to have to change out my fucking gas tube to an adjustable.
That's what I was going to do. I have a buddy who has a firearms manufacturing company. And I was going to have him build me a gun and suppress it. But then I ended up needing to put the tax check somewhere else. But
yeah.
It was going to be like a $5,000 gun. Like, I was going to spend, I'm going to do it at some point, probably next year with the tax check. But I'm gonna do it. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice one. Like, I have a nice rifle. Don't get me wrong. I spent probably about $2,000 around everything on my rifle. But eventually, I want to build the short barrel and suppress it.
Yeah.
And just have like a kind of like a CQB gun. But
yeah.
It's
See,
expensive.
This one eventually I'm gonna turn into like a DMR, and then
that's what I want to do with my other one. I want to switch out my red dot, put that on my new one when I make it, and then put an LPVO on my 16-inch. Because my buddy's got an 18-inch that he uses as a DMR, which I could go get an 18-inch. And technically, you know, if you really want the best performance out of a DMR for 5.56,
get a 20.
You get a 21 or 20. You know? Yeah. But I was like, I already have a 16-inch, and honestly, I'm not going to be shooting 5.56 out past like 400 yards anyway. Like, even at 300
500's the maximum effective range for.
Like, even at 300 yards, you're still like
still difficult.
Even like it's still difficult to hit. Like, it may still hurt them. Yeah. But if you hit them,
you're losing a bunch of that velocity in the end.
People don't realize how hard it is to shoot out.
Yeah.
With 5.56 at 300 yards.
Yeah.
Now,
I went out to Atterbury. I have a buddy who fucking, like, he has a 22-inch barrel, and he'll go out, like, me and him, the first time I shot an AR was with him, and he's got that, and he has a 9x scope on it. Fucking ridiculous. But we went out at Atterbury, they have like 1,000-yard range. We went out there, and he was setting up targets at different ranges and just fucking all the way out there. I was like, what the fuck?
See, that's the thing. Like, with 5.56, you can do that.
Yeah.
Now, the problem you run into is if you want to do, like, if you're like, I want 5.56, but I want, like, a more accurate gun, you're going to have to put a lot of money in the barrel.
You got to accurize your gun.
Like, that's, like, you're not going to get, like, a stock AR and it's going to, you know, I'm going to be able to make this long-range precision shot. Like, you're going to have to put some money and work into the parts you're using. So you can build a precision AR. Yeah. But, you know, what's the likelihood that you're going to want to use that for shit?
See this? I'm getting an FRT, like, sometime soon, because I got $600 coming in taxes. Mm-hmm. So, getting an FRT. And then the reason I'm getting the Striker Fire 2 is because it's involved in a deal that I get 10 mags for it, too. Oh, okay. For, like, $170, I get 10 mags and the Striker Fire, so. And then I'm getting the flashlight, and then I think that's all I'm getting for now. Yeah. No, and then I'm getting the FRT, so.
Yeah, my gun's pretty much similar to yours. I have like the lightweight barrel, so on mine, the pick rail stops here, and then there's a little section up front, but it's got like the thin lightweight rail, and it's a nice rail.
I feel like, so if I have to heavy duty use it, like what I prepare for, then that shit's gonna heat up too fast, and like I wear gloves, but this shit ain't gonna do nothing.
No, yeah, I'll say I've shot the shit out of my gun before, and that rail's held up. Like, I haven't had any like super bad heat transfer or anything like that. And I like how light it makes the rifle as a 16-inch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it just kind of comes down to personal preference. That's what I always tell people too. You know, it's like if I was out there running SWAT every day, all day, full-time SWAT guy, I'd want a $4,000 AR that is like, or if I was like fucking some special ops dude, like, I'd want a fucking Noveske or a fucking Knights armament or, you know, something like that.
See, I've looked at Knights armament because, like,
they're like 4K just off the rip.
Yeah, just I don't know. I think charging that much for some aluminum is fucking ridiculous.
No, it is ridiculous. But what I will say about it is, you would be hard pressed to find any gun or parts that are pretty comparable. I mean, if you're at that price range, I mean,
Yeah.
like if you're not gonna go out and find a gun for $1,500 that's even close to the quality of a Knight's.
Yeah. So
You
like,
know,
I
you can
want
find
to.
a solid choice out there, but you're
Yeah.
not gonna find one that's identical.
I want to get into CNC, so like I can make my own shit. Like I know you got to register it and serialize it, which I'm okay with. Don't care. But you can make shit for so cheap.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like, where would you get the coating?
So there's a bunch of different places that do the anodized coating or Cerakoting. Most gun shops do Cerakoting.
Oh yeah.
You can send it. You can get online and just look up Cerakoting, and you can send it in. It takes a couple weeks. They coat it and then send it back. I think U.S. Defense Solutions off of County Line over by like 69. I believe they do Cerakoting. But yeah, you can go just Google like Cerakoting and you can find local shops that do it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Mercy Firearms here in Franklin might.
Are they even still open? Because I've heard that they closed.
Oh, they might have. I don't know. I haven't really
'Cause
paid attention over there.
There was like a Facebook post that was talking about like gun shops, and somebody said that there used to be Mercy here, but they closed down at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Have
want
you
to
ever
open a
gone
gun
into
shop.
Element Armament in
Yeah.
Portland?
Yeah. That's where I pick my shit up.
Those guys are fucking awesome.
I don't know. They don't like me that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk in there in my plate carrier because I'm not gonna leave it outside. Because I walk to Wayland. Like when I go and pick my shit up, I'll walk.
Yeah.
And now that I got my AR, they're gonna be super pissed because I'm gonna have to send my wife in to get my shit. Because unless they're gonna let me in, like I could bring me the paperwork, I'll fucking fill it out. But if y'all aren't gonna let me in, I'm sending my wife in.
Yeah.
Because they have a sign for some bullshit. I don't got a rifle case, so
Yeah. I get you, man. You can get rifle cases cheap too.
they're like $70. I don't feel like spending $70 for a rifle case.
Find some cheaper.
Not really.
Not if you, depending on if you're like, I want this certain type of thing on it.
No, I'm like, so I'm always on Palmetto State Armory. I'm on Primary Arms, like, and I get discount codes sent to my fucking
Dude, for
email.
gear shit, like, no, I'm not talking like, optics or
Yeah.
whatever, like the stuff that you want to make sure is new.
Amazon.
Fucking eBay, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's so much shit out there on eBay. Like, you can find really nice plate carriers, cheap. You can find all sorts of shit. Like, there is a whole market on eBay for that shit, dude. That, like, you can find old plates. You can find, like, all sorts of shit that, like, and that's, I go there for stuff that, like, for work shit, I buy new shit because I'm gonna beat it up.
You got the money for it.
Yeah, and I got the money to do it. But like personal shit, like I used to spend a lot of money on that shit, and then I was like, dude, just go to fucking eBay. Like, I want to.
A bunch of my shit is from Amazon. Like my plate carrier is from Amazon. My sling's from Amazon. This is from Walmart.
Dude, my plate carrier alone was like $500.
This was only like, I think like $120.
I have an HRT plate carrier. And then I think, where did I get my plates? I think I got my plates from AR 500.
See, I've heard like real bad things about their plates because not only are they not, it's NIR, right? No, what's the fucking
NIJ?
NIJ? Yeah, they're not certified on all of their plates. It's
Not
just
all
their
of them.
ceramics that they're certified
the
on.
only issue I ran into, so I have the steel plates, like I said right now.
Yeah.
The only issue I kind of want to get away from steel plates with, which, like, there's some companies that they just give you the steel plates, and then you got Spalding.
Yeah.
So like it hits, it's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna go up in your face.
Yep.
AR
Right up in-
500, the ones I bought, they have anti-Spalding cover on them,
Okay.
like, stuff like that. So, all right,
Alrighty.
I gotta head out.
All right, me too. I'm gonna go head downtown now. Later.
She starts scratching.
That's a cute dog.
Thank you.
How old is it?
7 months.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't want to touch the Stay away from me.
It's okay. It's unsafe.
Have a good day.
You too.
don't try it. He's really like when he goes on those diets, when he really sticks with them.
Oh yeah.
He's the only person I go. I know. He's trying to do it long term, so.
You can go ahead, sweetheart. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Oh, I got your coat. Tell Haley I said, what's up?
Anything else today?
No, thank you. How you doing today?
Not too bad.
Why aren't you on nights no more?
I left for a couple months, and when I came back, I
Oh, yeah,
asked
yeah.
to come to days. I asked to go to days.
What's up?
Where'd that group go? Like, as you were coming back in, I think they bring themselves up or something.
They had a Polar Pop. I think 2 Polar Pops.
I don't know anything on it. The one with the Polar Pop definitely picked up the bottle, but it looked like he put it back down.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, puppies. What are you guys doing? How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good.